What's up, YouTube? This your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I will be talking about WWE Raw review and highlights. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw. Now, Monday Night Raw was a 4 out of 10, but this show was trash. It says WWE Raw WrestleMania March 28, 2022. It was live at Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Then, now, forever, the WWE video leads us into the show. WWE Champion Brock Lesnar makes his way to the ring to a big reception. Video package. SmackDown recap of Brock Lesnar chasing off the bloodline and destroying security guards with a chair. Brock Lesnar is bobbing his head to his music and wearing a cowboy hat. Lesnar says, your WWE champion is in the house. For the last 20 years, last 20 years, that loudmouth Paul Heyman has been doing all the yapping for him. But he has to do this. Brock Lesnar shouts, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw." Lesnar says, "That felt good, but it sounds like it sucked. He won't do that again." What he doesn't suck at is handing out country whoopings. This Sunday at WrestleMania 38, he's going to spoil his game plan for Roman Reigns. This is a spoiler. They're going to take a trip down to memory lane. They're going to take a trip down to Street of Suplex City. They stop by Beast Broadway and hit the Carnival. They're gonna go for a ride on the F5, and nobody survives that ride. The crowd says what? Lesnar says Steve Austin will be there as well. Austin is a kicker like him, but he never kicked Lesnar's you-know-what. After the carnival, they hit a wedding. They're going to be wedding crashers. His title was Mary Reigns' title. He'll have a baby in the unified title, and Lesnar will have full custody. The crowd cheers. Lesnar is in a great mood. In 6 days at WrestleMania 38, he finally gets his hands on Roman Reigns. There is no more running and no more too hot this Sunday. This Sunday at WrestleMania 38, he'll stand above Roman Reigns with 2 titles, raise them to the sky, and they will chant, "Ladies and gentlemen, your new reigning, defending, unified heavyweight champion of the world, Brock Lesnar." Brock Lesnar drops the mic and walks off. Okay. Okay, here it is. WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns will be on WrestleMania Raw later tonight. Excuse me. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley will team with Sasha Banks and Naomi to take on Carmella, Queen Selena, Natalya, and Shayna Baszler in an 8-woman tag team match. Bianca Belair will also be on the show. Raw Tag Team Champions RK Bro will battle SmackDown Tag Team Champions the Usos. We see Mr. McMahon decision on Seth freaking Rollins' WrestleMania fate as well. The Miz makes his way to the ring. Replay are showing of him ripping Rey's mask off. He'll face Rey Mysterio next. Excuse me. We go to commercial break. The Miz is in the ring. Miz is sure that Rey Mysterio has a fun custom set up for WrestleMania 38. Mysterio has no many customs and masks, except for the one he stole from him last week. So, many people are telling him to give the mask back, but he doesn't have it. It belongs to the new greatest luchador of all time, Lucha Logan. Lucha Logan makes his way to the ring. to boos from the crowd while wearing Rey Mysterio's mask. The crowd loudly boos him. Miz says unmasking Rey Mysterio is the most disrespectful thing he could do to a luchador, but he wants to keep taking respect from him. Miz wants another mask. They both want a mask to wear at WrestleMania 38. Excuse me. Rey Mysterio music hits, and he storms out to the stage with his son, Dominic. The Mysterios get in the ring. Dominic takes Miz down and punches away at him. Logan Paul escapes the ring and avoids Rey. Logan avoids Dominic getting in the ring. The referee ejects Dominic from ringside after he goes after Paul. Dominic is furious. Excuse me. So we get the Miz accompanied by Lucha Logan Paul versus Rey Mysterio. This was a quick match. The bell rings and Mysterio clubs away at Mysterio. Miz whips Mysterio to the corner, but Mysterio slingshots over him. Mysterio kicks at Miz, but Miz reverses a whip. Mysterio fights back with a head scissors, take over Mysterio, then slides out of the ring and goes after Logan Paul. Logan Paul runs away and Miz grabs Mysterio to drive him into the barricade. Miz gives Mysterio a knee DDT on the floor. We come back from the break. We see Miz punching at Mysterio on the top rope. Mysterio punches him off and hits a flying seated senton. Mysterio chops away at Miz and sends him into the ropes. Miz goes for a sunset flip, but Mysterio rolls through and kicks him in the head. Logan Paul is rooting Miz on at ringside. Mysterio shouts at Logan Paul. Miz punches Mysterio and goes for a powerbomb. Mysterio counters into a roll-up for the win. The winner of the match, Rey Mysterio. This was a decent match. Mysterio is furiously looked at Logan Paul at ringside wearing his mask. Dominic returns to ringside and throws Logan Paul into the ring. Rey puts Paul into a position. They go for a double 619, but Logan Paul gets out of the ring. Rey managed to reach over the top and rip his mask off of Logan Paul. Miz runs into the ring, but they send him into the ropes. Mysterio hit Miz with a double 619. Dominic connects with a big frog splash on Miz. Rey follows up with an Eddie Guerrero shimmy and frog splash in honor of the late great Hall of Fame. The Mysterio stands saw as Logan Paul looks upset. All right, let's move on. We hear about Seth freaking Rollins' WrestleMania fate is next. Commercial break. Bray Mahal is coming to Raw next week. Video package Seth freaking Rollins Video package Seth freaking Rollins WrestleMania 38 pass consistently gets cut off. Excuse me. Seth freaking Rollins went to Vince McMahon's office at the WWE headquarters early today. Seth Rollins learned that he will need be part of WrestleMania 38, but his opponent will be handpicked by McMahon. Rollins won't know who it is until the person is announced at WrestleMania 38. Seth freaking Rollins will fight a mysterious opponent on WrestleMania 38 Saturday. Omos makes his way to the ring. Commercial break. A 2-on-1 handicap match. Omos versus the Viking Raiders. Eric and Ivar didn't care about this match. Eric starts against Omos. Omos immediately and viciously clotheslines him down. Eric rolls out of the ring and looks like he's in a lot of pain. Eric holds his head and the referee counts him out. The winner of the match, winner by count out, Omos. Ivar angrily gets on the apron, but Omos kicks him right back inside. Kicks him back to ringside. Omos has the referee raise his hand up in the air. Calvin Patrick gets in the ring with Omos and says he's undefeated. No one has kicked Omos off his feet. Is there a WWE superstar that Omos feels could threaten him at WrestleMania 38? Omos says he won't. Omos says he will dominate everyone. Bobby Lashley music hits. As you can see the thumbnail, you gotta see the thumbnail. Bobby Lashley music hits, and the former WWE champion comes out to a big reception. Lashley gets in the ring and looks furious. Excuse me. Lashley gets in Omos' face, but Omos shoves him away. Lashley goes for a shoulder block, but doesn't go down. Omos grounds him by his head and talks trash before throwing him to the corner. Lashley is is irate and goes for another shoulder block, but Omos doesn't go down. Lashley hits the ropes, ducks a clothesline, and shoulder block Omos. The Giant is down. Omos rolls out of the ring and is furious. Lashley points at the WrestleMania sign. Omos nods his head and screams. So we're gonna get Omos versus Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania 38. But I don't know why. But anyway, let's continue. WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns will be on the show next. Commercial break. WWE 24/7 Champion Dana Brooke and Reggie are walking backstage. Reggie has something he wants to say, and he gets down on one knee to propose to her. Dana Brooke says yes. Tamina all of a sudden attacks them, but Reggie pulls her off, and they escape. Akira Tozawa shows up in a suit and purpose to Tamina. She pulls him up to his feet and accepts. R-Truth is shown watching with the binoculars and says this. Gives him an idea. R-Truth says, by the power vested in me. That segment was just trash. Akira Tozawa proposing to Tamina and Dana Brooke proposing to Reggie. That dude's terrible. Anyway, WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns makes his way to the ring alongside his special counsel Paul Heyman and the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos. The crowd is buzzing for him. Reigns says, "Pittsburgh, acknowledge me." Roman Reigns was going to talk about being the last needed mover and how he used to run Monday Night Raw before Fox begged him to come over and save SmackDown. Roman Reigns has done it all. The crowd shouts, "What?" So Roman Reigns says he'll smash them like he smashed Stone Cold Steve Austin and like he smashed Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns has done everything except beat the Beast at WrestleMania. That pissed him off. A Suplex City chant picks up. Roman Reigns says, "What really bothers him about Brock Lesnar is just a couple of weeks ago. He was out for blood. This was personal to him, but Lesnar has already spilled his blood in 2018 at WrestleMania 34. He busted his head wide open. Roman Reigns bleed all over New Orleans. Brock Lesnar smashed his face to the point that his children didn't recognize him. His wife wanted him out of the business. His father doubted him, and his family was ashamed. Now it's just a game to Brock Lesnar. The tribal chief has changed the game. They're going to take everything from Lesnar. Roman Reigns took his advocate and made him a wise man. Roman Reigns become the longest reigning champion and spilled his blood at Madison Square Garden. This Sunday, he'll make his final move and take the title. Then Brock Lesnar will know what it's like to make it personal because Roman Reigns will make it personal. Roman Reigns yells, "It's always been personal to me." Roman Reigns claimly puts the microphone down and poses with the bloodline. This was good. I enjoyed the segment right here. All right, let's move on. Replay are showing of Queen Selena and Carmella brawling last week before joining forces to take out Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, Natalia, and Shayna Baszler. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. The WWE Women's Tag Team Champions are posing for photos. They're bragged about beating everyone up last week. Natalia and Shayna Baszler walk up and says they're not getting one over on them ever again. They're going to tear the other teams apart. Maybe they'll let Selena and Carmella live long enough to see it. Sasha Banks, yeah, Sasha Banks, Naomi, Liv Morgan, and Rhea Ripley make their way to the ring. We're going to commercial break. The Undertaker will be inducted into WWE Hall of Fame Class of 2022 this Friday. Vader, Queen, Sharmell, and the Steiner brothers will join him. Shaq Gaspard will also receive the WWE Warrior Award. So we get 8-woman tag team match: Sasha Banks, Naomi, Liv Morgan, and Rhea Ripley versus the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Queen Selena and Carmella, Shayna Baszler, and Natalia. Okay. Natalia starts against Liv Morgan. Natalia takes her down and goes for a sharpshooter, but Liv Morgan gets out. Morgan hits a head scissors takeover and tags Rhea Ripley in. Rhea Ripley hits a low dropkick to a seated Natalia before tagging Naomi in. Natalia fights Naomi off and tags Shayna Baszler in. Shayna Baszler punches at the midsection and tags Queen Selena in. Queen Selena stomps Naomi down and waves at the crowd. Naomi hits a jawbreaker but a bulldog into the corner. Sasha Banks tags in. Sasha Banks and Naomi had hit dual drop kicks on Queen Selena, but Carmella breaks up the pin. Carmella boots Naomi away. Shayna Baszler kicks Naomi out of the ring. Liv Morgan kicks Baszler out of the ring. Everyone runs in and gets in a shot in. It's down to Carmella and Sasha Banks. Queen Selena pulls Sasha Banks out of the ring. She sends Sasha Banks into the barricade and connects with a running knee. Commercial break. We come back from the break to see Sasha Banks take down Carmella. They go at it for a bit, and Sasha Banks takes a hard attack from Natalia and Shayna Baszler. Eventually, the ring is cleared, and Rhea Ripley hits Selena with the riptide for the win. The winner of the match: Sasha Banks, Naomi, Liv Morgan, and Rhea Ripley. Excuse me. Replay are showing of Kevin Owens trolling the Chicago crowd dressed as Stone Cold Steve Austin last week on Raw. We'll take a look at the career of Stone Cold Steve Austin next. Commercial break. Video package our incredible career of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Kevin Owens says nobody does video productions better than WWE. That wasn't a good as his tribute to Stone Cold Steve Austin was last week. That's the Austin everyone remembers. Everyone is ecstatic that Stone Cold is is his guest on the Kevin Owens show at the main event of WrestleMania 38 Saturday. Last week wasn't just a tribute from Steve Austin, but it was him doing everyone a favor. Kevin Owens dressed as Stone Cold Steve Austin is the closest they'll ever get to the old Stone Cold. They used to admire that Stone Cold has been gone for 19 years. What? 19 years. This is Austin that has been drinking himself into oblivion for 19 years now. He's so bored on his stupid ranch that's begging people to be on his stupid podcast to relive the old days. That Austin still sounds like Stone Cold. Excuse me. We saw the heavily edited video of Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he talked a big game. Stone Cold is not coming to WrestleMania 38 to pick a fight with Kevin Owens. Stone Cold Steve Austin knows what will happen if he picked a fight with Kevin Owens. Steve Austin is going to have a nice conversation about his career. Kevin Owens is so honored that he accept the invitation that he'll allow it. Stone Cold Steve Austin will have the biggest platform of his career and get the standoff Steve Austin thinks he's deserved. Um, Kevin Owens will even doing something special. He hates beer, but he drinks one with Austin. Then sit in the middle of the ring at AT&T Stadium. They toast to Austin's final and officially passing the torch to Kevin Owens as the new Stone Cold and the true master of the Stunner. Kevin Owens asks the crowd to give him the hell yeah. If they think his Stunner is better than Austin, the crowd boos. Kevin Owens warns Austin that if he tries to pick a fight with him at WrestleMania 38, he'll take him down. Kevin Owens finished by saying, and that's the bottom line, cause Kevin Owens said so. Alright, let's move on. Replay on showing from earlier tonight of Bobby Lashley returning and taking almost off his speed for the first time. It's official. Bobby Lashley will battle almost on WrestleMania 38 Sunday. WWE Intercontinental Champion Ricochet makes his way to the ring. He'll face Austin 3 next. Commercial break on WrestleMania 38. On WrestleMania SmackDown, Ricochet will defend the WWE Intercontinental Championship against Angel Garza and Humberto in a triple threat match. Non-title match. WWE Intercontinental Champion Ricochet versus Austin Theory. This will take a quick match. But I hate when champions are getting pinned in the middle of the ring and Ricochet took the pinfall. How are we supposed to believe in Ricochet now as the Intercontinental Champion? How long is he going to hold the Intercontinental Champion? We don't know. But anyway, Theory stomps Ricochet down at the start of the match and connects with a follow-away slam. The crowd chants, "We want Pac-Man." Athletes from the Pittsburgh Arena. Ricochet fights back and sends Theory to the corner. Ricochet needs him back and hits a springboard clothesline. Ricochet connects with a standing shooting star press for a 2 count. Theory tries to fight back, but Ricochet floors him with an enziguri. Ricochet goes to the top rope, but Theory catches him up there. Theory connects with an ATL for the win. The winner of the match, Austin Theory. Austin Theory takes a selfie with a fallen Ricochet after the match. Bianca Belair returns next. Commercial break. Commentators talk about the retirement of Paul Triple H following every serious heart scar this past fall. This was the only good thing. This was the only good thing on Monday Night Raw. Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch segment. Bianca Belair makes her way to the ring. This is the first we've seen her since Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch tried to crush her throat 2 weeks ago. Bianca Belair says Becky Lynch come out last week and talk about all the things she do to keep the title around her waist. 2 weeks ago, she found out how she goes. Becky Lynch was threatened by her existence and tried to take her out. Becky Lynch managed to get her out for a week, but she's back on Raw like she's never left. That was true by Bianca Belair. Anyway, after all Becky Lynch did, she's still standing here. Becky Lynch has tried to do everything she could since SummerSlam to take her out, but she's still here. What else does Becky Lynch have? Absolutely nothing. There's nothing Becky Lynch can do to stop her from taking the title. Bianca Belair is taking the title and walking out as Raw Women's Champion. There's not a thing Becky Lynch can do about it. Becky Lynch music hits, but she doesn't come out. Bianca Belair turns around and sees Becky Lynch trying to blindside her with a chair. Bianca Belair beats her down in the corner and goes for the chair, but Becky Lynch pulls her down by the hair. Becky Lynch dribbles the chair into Becky Lynch's midsection and smash it on her back. Becky Lynch shouts that she said she was coming for her hair and take a pair of scissors out of the black bag. Becky Lynch grabs the ponytail and goes to cut it, but Bianca Belair fights up and hits the KOD. Bianca Belair picks her up and hits the second KOD on the Raw Women's Champion. Bianca Belair then applies a body scissor and cuts Becky Lynch hair. Bianca Belair continues to cut the hair until WWE official and referees run down to break it up. Bianca Belair picks up a handful of hair and happily walks off. They just stand there and let Bianca Belair cut Becky Lynch's hair. They just stand there and watch. So Showstopper TV, I agree with you. Becky Lynch is out there for blood. I know Seth Rollins is gonna be pissed off when Seth Rollins sees Becky Lynch hair. Oh my God, Seth Rollins gonna be pissed off. But anyway, let me continue. Becky Lynch comes to the ring and sees chunks of hair and around the ring. Becky Lynch screams and rips at her hair before saying she's going to end Bianca Belair's career at WrestleMania 38. Let's move on. The commentators run down the WrestleMania 38 Saturday card. Drew McIntyre makes his entrance. Commercial break. Brentley Gilbert will perform America the Beautiful on WrestleMania 38 Saturday. Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch is backstage holding clumps of her hair and furiously looking in the mirror. Sarah Screamer comes up to her, but Becky Lynch slams the microphone out of her hand. Becky Lynch looks into the camera and says, "Bianca Belair, you're a you know what." So Becky Lynch is out for blood. But anyway, 2-on-1 handicap match: Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss. I did not really care about this match. This was a bad to break for me. Drew McIntyre starts against his WrestleMania opponent Happy Corbin. They lock up and McIntyre quickly gets the better of him. Corbin tags Moss in. McIntyre brings him into the ring the hard way and takes it to Moss. McIntyre throws Moss back to his corner, but Corbin refused to tag in. McIntyre hits Moss with a colossal kiss and a Claymore kick for the win. The winner of the match, Drew McIntyre. Corbin immediately attacked McIntyre from behind. Corbin sends him into the ring post, shoulder first a few times before hitting the ends of days. Corbin grabs McIntyre's Claymore sword. He named Angela and walks off with it. Corbin celebrates with Moss and the sword on the ramp. Replay on showing of Edge attacking AJ Styles with a chair last Monday on Raw. Edge is backstage last week on Raw. He had a choice to make. Does he blast AJ with a chair or let fate take his course? Edge is talking fate into his own hands. It's serendipity that it need to be AJ Styles. They need each other. Edge pulls off the veil of mandatory to remind AJ Styles that he's great. Edge needs Styles to become what he become. Edge is the benchmark of WWE. They're going to better places. Edge is soaring for the last 20 years. They've been running wild and bowling roofs off arenas. They meet for the first time in the match of the ages. Edge knows he's living inside of AJ's head. This Sunday, this AJ Judgment Day Styles judgment is sealed. Commercial break. AJ Styles is seated backstage. Sarah Scribber asks for a reaction to Edge comments. AJ Styles says Edge used a lot of words to justify another Chiefs attack. A month ago, Edge hit him twice with a steel chair. Since then, the music changed and his mood changed. it seems to be done to get in his head. Mission accomplished. Edge wants the pit bull, but he'll get something worse than that. Edge wants to destroy him, but the feeling is mutual. The judgment and it's in the Styles will beat Edge in a match the WWE Universe will never forget this Sunday at WrestleMania 38. All right, so we get Rick Boogs plays a riff on stage and says, "Here's to rock with Shinsuke Nakamura. They'll be on commentator for the next match." All right, SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos make their way to the ring. They yell at their WrestleMania 38 opponents, Nakamura and Rick Boogs. The Usos will battle the Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro. All right, commercial break. WrestleMania 38 is this Saturday and Sunday. Champion versus champion. SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos, Jimmy and Jay Uso, versus the Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro, Randy Orton, and Riddle. Alright. Excuse me. Randy Orton and Jimmy Uso start the match. Orton kicks Jimmy to the corner, but Jimmy chops his way out. Orton quickly takes him down and tag in Riddle. Orton flips Riddle onto Jimmy. Jay runs in. The Usos try for a stereo super kick. RK Bro blocks it and goes for a dual RKO. The Usos escapes and get in the face of Nakamura and Rick Boogs. Randy Orton and Riddle hit the Usos with a black suplex on the commentator table. Commercial break. We come back from the break to see Orton clothesline Jimmy down and start stomping the limbs. Randy Orton rakes the face with his boot and tags Riddle in. Riddle kicks Jimmy in the chest and hits a deadlift gut wrench suplex. Jay tags in and forearms Riddle in the face. Riddle quickly kicks Jay to the corner and forearms Jimmy. Riddle hits a running forearm on Jay, followed by a exploder and a Broton. Riddle covers for a 1 count. Jay reverses a whip to the corner, but Riddle slingshots over him. Jay reverses a whip and hits a Samoan drop for a near fall. Jimmy tags back in and punches away at Riddle. The Usos double team Riddle with a wishbone split. Jimmy gets a cheap shot in with a forearm. Randy Orton is furious in his corner. Riddle tries for a comeback, but Jay cuts him off. Jimmy tags in and apply a chin lock. Riddle fights up, so Jay tags in. Riddle takes it to Jay, but Jimmy blonde tags and kicks Riddle down. Then Jay then drop kicks Riddle out of the ring. Jimmy sends Riddle over the barricade into the timekeeper's area. Commercial break. It says, hold on. There you go. I found it. I found it. So we get, here it is. I found it. It says Riddle tags in and suplex Jimmy. Jay tags in and gets suplexed as well. Jimmy and Jay double team Riddle. After the break, the Usos work over Riddle. Riddle surprised Jimmy with a drop kick. Riddle managed to tag in Orton, who clears the ring. Orton calls for the RKO. The Street Profits hit the ring and attack Orton, and Riddle calls in a disqualification. The winners of the match are RK Bro. Orton and Riddle land multiple RKOs on Street Profits. Alright. I guess that was it. Yeah, I guess that was it. That was the and I guess that was the main event. Or was it? Yeah, that was the main event. Yeah. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it. So we I already talked about that. I talked about that segment. Then I'll talk about that. Yo, that was the main event, and Monday Night Raw goes off the air. But like I said earlier, Monday Night Raw was a 4 out of 10, but the show was trash. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my WWE Raw review and highlights, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below what are your thoughts on Monday Night Raw. Um, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Turn on post notifications so you guys won't miss not a single premiere video. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. You guys have a great night. This your boy Bigboyfactsjonny. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. This your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv. I'll talk to you guys later, and I'm out of here. Peace out, guys.